So we're talking about hosting in this video, and this is about Hostgator. So as you can see, Hostgator has options starting at $3.96 per month. So we've got the hashlink plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. With all three of these plans, we get unlimited disk space and unlimited bandwidth. So it's really just a question of, do you want more than one domain? Do you need a private SSL certificate? Do you want a toll-free number? I think for most people that do want to have multiple domains, that might want to have a little bit of flexibility to host more than one site, the baby plan is probably your best bet. If you're just starting out and you just want one site, go with the hashlink plan. But let's assume we're going with the baby plan. Let's look at the details just to see some of the other things you'll be getting. As you can see, most of the options are the same. Unlimited disk space, domains allowed, one, and unlimited. Alright, so we'll just go through the process. I'm going to say order now. And so from this point, you're going to want to have a domain. If you don't already have a domain, then you're going to want to register one. Now, you might find it a little more simple to go ahead and register through the host. You're going to spend a little more money by registering through the host. We're talking $15 a year through the host, or if you buy through another registrar, it's $8.99 per year. Not a whole lot of money, but I like to go ahead and register through a separate host. The downside to this is that if you're registering through another host, you're going to have to change the name servers, and it's going to take a little bit of time for that to propagate. So there may be some downtime between when you register and get your hosting to when you can actually use it. So it's up to you. I'll go ahead and walk you through the process of finding a domain through a registrar like subdomains registration. So the nice thing about sites like this is if the domain you're looking for is not available, then it'll give you a few other options that you might want to consider. So we'll just search for ipad4.com. But you can see that it'll show you various other variations. So once you choose what you want, you'll just say add and continue registration. And you may want some of these other ones, you may not. I'm going to say no thanks. And you'll just fill out your billing information, or if you're already a customer, which you're probably not if you're doing this for your first time. And so you've got various settings here. So unless you're doing e-commerce, certified domain doesn't really do a whole lot for you. Privacy also not a huge deal for most people, but if you want it, it's a little extra money there. And now you can get email addresses through the registrar, but that's totally unnecessary because you're going to be able to get unlimited email addresses through your web host, depending on what host you get. Hostgator is one that will give you unlimited email addresses with your host, so no need for this at all. And so we'll just say next. So once we've picked our domain, we'll go back here and ipad4life.com. And so we're going to select a username, a security PIN, and you'll fill out your billing information. Now here is the interesting stuff. So you'll see you've got a lot of options here for your billing. You want to pay month by month, which I really don't recommend. Then it's going to be quite a bit more. Okay, now as you can see, there's no price difference between the monthly rate on a month at a time versus 12 months up front. But the thing you got to keep in mind is these prices reflect a 20% discount that you're only going to get on your first bill. That's when you first sign up. So the next billing, your rate is going to increase by about 20%. So even though it shows the same monthly rate, you are going to save some money over the course of the year between buying a month up front and buying 12 months up front. But if you go ahead and pay for 3 years up front, then you're going to save about $100 between the 12-month plan and a 36-month plan. So you'll want to fill out your billing information and then create the account. And in the next video, we'll be pointing the domain to the hosting in case you went ahead and bought that domain from a different registrar.